going to play right now, I'm going to use the information on that chord chart sheet to come up with a 2-5-1-6 progression in the key of C, 2-5-1-6. So if you can see that, if you want to refer to that sheet, you'll see the 2, I'm thinking D minor 7, that's F6. The 5, G7, I'm thinking D minor 6, and we could try A flat minor as well. The C major, I'm thinking the 2 6s, G6 and C6. And for the 6, well, in that key that would be A minor 7. That's also C6, right? So watch how this thing kind of hangs together. I find it a great way to lock just to visualize and help you lock into what's going on here. So here's the D minor 7 chord, or 2 chord. I'm thinking F6, and I've got F6 in second inversion, drop 2. That's where I'm starting. Okay, F6. Look at what you have to do to get to D minor 6 for the G7. Only one note moves. Now if I put the roots with that, you can hear it, right? So that's the 2 minor 7 going to the 5. Now it's time to go to the 1 major, and I'm going to hit the 6 on the 5th first. Notice that the B and the D are already part of that chord. It's the outside notes that move to form G6, first inversion, drop 2. Now I'm going to the C6. The E and the G are common. I just move the B, D down to form the whole C6. Now that could also be A minor 7 if I want to think I'm playing 2-5-1-6, right? So I'm playing again. That's the movement with the tonics. Okay. Now that's the first part. Then we do the other inversions. So, start again. So the idea is to move to the next nearest 6th chord that you need. Here we need G6, that's all I have to do. The D minor 6, I should have said for the G7. Now I move to the G6. There it is. Now I move to C6. Now I've got to move back to F6. Got 2 common notes in the middle, so the outsides come down to form the next inversion of F6. Again, that C moves to B to form D minor 6. And now I'm moving to G6. There it is. To C6. So that's the next inversion. 3rd inversion. Back to the F6. Now I'm in root position, drop 2. The C falls to the B to get to that D minor. Middle notes fall to form the rest of that G6 chord, and now the outside moves to hit C6 again. And the last inversion, the outside stays put, the middle comes down to form F6, 3rd inversion, drop 2. Here comes the top note to form D minor 6. And now I've got to move those notes down to form G6 and C6. That brings me back to where I started. Okay, so it's kind of a cool way to get through the inversions. And the add-on would be sometimes the 5, well, the 5 is usually dominant, sometimes the 6 is dominant. So we can play, rather than 1 to 6 minor, sometimes you play 1 to 6 dominant, right? And so in that case, we get to choose one of the minor 6s for A7. I'll choose the A flat minor. Excuse me, for the A7 I'm going to choose the B flat minor. Okay, that's the tritones minor. For the G7, I'm going to try its tritones minor, which is A flat minor. So this is what I get. I'm going to have D minor 7. Now it's going to go to A flat minor 6. So before, remember, we moved one note down to get to D minor 6. Now we're going to move 3 notes to get to that A flat minor 6, which is the tritones minor. Now I get to the G6 and C6, or if I'm thinking A7, I might play G6 to A B flat minor 6 for the A7, right? So that gives me what would the root be? Okay, so I get that kind of progression with the sixth dominant chord. Okay, and then you start moving those. And then you reset, do it again. F6 goes to the A flat minor, goes to the G6, and now it goes to the B flat minor 6. Okay, and you can just keep taking, it's a cool kind of way to get through it. You can just do that all the way. F6 again to the A flat minor, G6 to the B flat minor for the A7. And now here we are again at the F6 for the D minor, A flat, I'll put it up here so I can hit the bass, that's the G7, going to G6 and the A7, I'm playing B flat minor again. Okay, so that's sort of a nice little package of putting some of this information on this chord chart together so that you can start using it in progressions, okay? So